It's me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your seats. The show is about to begin.
Testing. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Littermates, welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty. It is Monday, and it's really funny because I turned my microphone on, and then off, and then on, and then off. And we're good. Don't worry. We got it. You're 15 minutes behind. 15 seconds. I turned it on, and then I turned it off, and then I turned it on, and then I turned it off. Oh, TK. Anyway, sound is here, I promise. Hello to everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was very snowy in the Pacific Northwest. So I know some of you have received your packages. Some of you haven't. Some of them probably still say that they're in transit or that they haven't left yet. That's probably going to change in the next day or so, I promise. Because things should be better at this point. You all look like you're a little confused by the Willem screen in the beginning. I was just testing sounds because they got a little... They're all over the place. TK thinks they're too loud a lot of the time. I lost a button at some point, apparently. And so I like to test them beforehand. And I was going to do my fart button, because I'm 5. But my fart button's not working, so no farts for you guys today. Man, that sucks. It is Make-Along Monday, and I am so stoked. Yeah. We've got one final sleeve to do. That's what we're working on right now, and I feel like it's what we've been working on forever. Do you guys think I'll finish this before we move? Do you guys think I'll finish this before we move? TK, do you think I'll finish this before we move? I've got to finish this before we move. I mean, we've got like 2.5 weeks before the... Oh my God. We're 2.5 weeks before everything's done with the house. That's terrifying. Wednesday says hello. Hello to Wednesday as well. Just started snowing here in Staten Island. Oh my gosh, Jacqueline. So we live in this little divot. We don't really get a lot of snow. And it's funny because when TK and I moved to the Salem area 6 years ago, I want to say, Portland got a foot of snow that weekend, which is unheard of for Portland, Oregon. And we were kind of bummed because we didn't get any of it. And now we're getting ready to move out of the same house, and they got dumped with a bunch of snow again. So it's a little strange, but you know, kind of cool. Anyway, if this is your first show, welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us today.
Thank you for being a
If it's your first live show or you haven't been here for a live show in a long time, I'm so happy you're here. I know you guys have the you guys have the VODs you can watch, and that's always a lot of fun. And I know you like to binge on them, and that's fantastic. But it's so nice when I've got people here I can talk to and chat with and make it more personable for you. So, second highest record snowfall since 1948. Allison is not wrong about that. 72 degrees. Oh my gosh. You believe in me? Only packing. Yeah, right, Yarn Pirate, I gotta pack. We gotta paint that hole inside. Like, all the rooms need to be painted because the little old lady lived there and it's like pale pink. So there's a lot going on. But we can't do any of that until, like, I think we close on St. Patrick's Day, yeah? We close on St. Patrick's Day, so I've got some time. I should actually probably start working on this. But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys I finished the yarn we were spinning last Wednesday. I came in here this weekend or Friday or something, I don't remember when, and I went ahead and finished it up, and it's been washed, it's been thwacked. It's so pretty, you guys. I have one little roll log left. Oops, it still has pieces that come off from time to time. But I think, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be, I mean, I might have some more green so I can make more of it like this, but I really like how this turned out. I think I'm going to try to make like a small, I don't know, like a wall tapestry or something out of it. Maybe apply some flowers or something to it so it kind of looks like a falling fey garden or something. I don't know, we'll do something artsy with it. But for my first set of, or skein of core spinning, I'm really happy with how it turned out, right? Like, if you look at this, it's not over twisted, which is great. There's a little bit of red. I don't even know what that is. Oopsies. It's not over twisted. Most of these yellow baubles are staying in there. There's a few spots like right here. This is the end of the core piece, so I'll have to mess with that. But there's not a lot of brown that comes through. I think we did a really good job. I'm pretty proud of us on this one. Definitely, this was an experiment that I think went correctly. So thumbs up on that. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Makes me think of a grass field of dandelions. Yeah, right. Like it's all there's so many different greens in there, and then you've got that. I used that brown on purpose for the core, just in case it did come through. So you get flecks of brown from time to time, and then that yellow just pops right on it. Major League Pretty. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad you all love it too. T, you're never late. Seriously, you guys, whenever you show up, that's the right time for you to be here. Never ever feel bad. Never feel like you're late. I'm just thrilled you want to hang out with me because I want to hang out with you. So that's always a plus. It would make a beautiful, if I had more of it, it would make a really beautiful scarf for sure. It is like a swamp with fireflies. You're not wrong. Oh my gosh, Hippo Monkey, you're absolutely right. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's like a swamp thing type thing. Thank you, little brat. Sierra, swamp with fireflies. I like that better. Hippo Monkey is a very imaginative person, and she's very good at describing things like that. Clearly, I'm not, because I can't even describe what I'm trying to describe about her describing. Oh, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. I know you were fighting it last week, so hopefully it's at the end side of its cycle, and you'll be better by Wednesday, I hope. Even sooner, maybe. Princess and the Frog, Fiona, yeah, for sure. Tinkerbell vibes. So yeah, it's very fantasy-esque, which is what I was kind of going for. I wanted a whimsical vibe. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. Like I said, I've got one more roll log that I could do. There was just no more space on that bobbin, quite frankly. I was spinning for about 30 seconds at a time tops, and then I was manually turning it to get the stuff on there. So we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do with it. From Princess and the Frog. That yarn would make an adorable toadstools. Oh my gosh, it would. Your granny scores during the procedure to distract yourself. That's very smart, Dawn. Oh, by the way, you guys. So you guys know that we are in the process of getting yarn here so I can dye it, so there's more for the inventory. I know you're aware of that. But there's been some questions about certain colorways, so just so you're aware, as of today, we have some As You Wish and Soot and Ectoplasm back in stock in Cat's Cradle fingering weight. There will be Fairy Farts will be available within the next day or two. I probably will do that tonight. And then Ectoplasm and BKDK should be available, and Cynthia's Lunchbox will be available. Fairy Farts in both of those as well. I'm hoping, not a lot, just a little bit to get me through until I get that yarn coming through. When I finished the last wholesale order, I realized we had some extra yarn, and so I got right on that. So if those are colors that you were looking for or that you've been holding out for, they are in the shop right now. Please feel free to go and snatch them up. Obviously, there's other colors too, but those were some of the ones that people were asking the most about. Thumbing your thumb. Don't leave your thumb in the for board and finally started the second crochet pattern that made it to your to-do list. Board knitting and board crochet are sometimes the best stuff because it forces you, like you're so bored, you force yourself to start something new, right? And you're like, oh, this is actually a lot of fun. What was I thinking? Hello, Tina. How are you? Oh my gosh, look at this. So this is the only thing about the Le Pouf sweater, I think, that I don't like, is this whole entire hold your yarn doubled because it keeps knotting on itself. And I don't like it. Not one bit, guys. I feel like every show we have like 10 minutes of me just unknotting yarn. By the way, it is 40 after. So in 5 minutes, we're going to have our first round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So if you are not a subscriber, now is the time to push that button. And I know I say that every time, and I think most of you probably already are. So thank you. But if you're not, push the button and chat it up with us because that's the only way that you are going to be eligible to win some cool shit. Seriously. Plus, subscriber giveaway is just around the corner because February is a short-ass month. So if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Now's the time to do it. And then also remember to leave a comment on one of our February VODs to be eligible for the subscriber giveaway this month. You're so frustrated with your tension and the way you hold the yarn, you want to get across the... Megan, I feel you on that one. You know what's really interesting? So many different things change your tension. Your stress levels will change your tension. How your hands feel will change your tension. The type of needles you're using will change your tension. I made a sweater once, and I was making it with bamboo needles, and they broke because I'm really hard on wood needles. And so I pulled out some metal needles and finished it, and you could tell where I changed needle types. Weather can affect your tension. Like there are so many little factors that can affect it. It's kind of fascinating, honestly. You know what? It's much more fascinating than this pile of BS knotted stuff that I'm dealing with. Oh, look, that's a piece of my hair. Oh my goodness. It's hard to unknot these because it's the two strands and they're both coming from the same skeiny yarn. So that makes it a little difficult, but I seem to have been able to do it in the past. So hopefully we won't have too much of a problem this time around too. I mean, ultimately it's all the same piece of freaking string. So you think it would behave. That is the key word though. Think. Okay. This looks a little bit better. Okay. We're getting there. Sort of. Maybe. A little bit. No worries, Yarn Pirate. Your mood absolutely affects your tension. 100%. I would be amazed if somebody told me their mood didn't. I would actually tell them that they are mistaken. I would very politely tell them that they're mistaken. It's just kind of, it's human nature. When you are tense, you are tighter about things, right? When you're chill and you're loosey-goosey, you're not. If you were one to partake of the marijuana, then I would assume that when you do that you would probably knit looser. Unless you are one of those people that gets really paranoid when they smoke or eat edibles, in which case it would get tighter. I almost guarantee you, though, you'll probably screw up some stitches. At least I do. If anyone likes boba tea, the rose milk tea with tapioca pearls is so, oh my gosh, Maria, I love boba tea. There's a place right down the street that they do that. They do really good boba tea, but they also do really good just teas in general, and they have a ginger hot milk tea. I will kill for that stuff. Oh my god, now I want it. Like that's all I want in life right now. You love mango boba tea with mango pearls. I love coconut. We got some coconut coffee just recently, and TK is on the fence about it. He doesn't generally like flavored coffees, but he loves coconut anything. And he thinks it's too overpowering. I think that it's delicious. Like really, really delicious. I'm super impressed by it, but he likes it if he mixes it with a little bit of a different type of ground coffee. You do not touch your knitting when you're intoxicated for that reason. Emily, that It's a smart move. I have a few projects from time to I don't drink, to be completely honest with you. I also don't smoke, quite frankly. But occasionally I will drink, right? And there have been times where I've picked up projects for that. And if I have like a lace project or anything that has any type of shape, I just stare at it. I'm like, nope, this is not happening. I might be able to work on like a boring dishcloth or something like that, or a scarf that you don't have to think too hard about. But anything that you really have to like be mindful of what you're doing, or there's a pattern to it, there's no way that's happening. Now I want to dye yarn while I'm intoxicated just to see what happens. Not really. That would be a waste of yarn, quite frankly. You saw daffodils blooming yesterday. The weather in Cincinnati has been so weird. This Vicky, I feel you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went into, we went to the new house that we're buying to dig up some of the onions that are in the backyard. They're in raised flower beds that have to be taken apart because the sewer line has to be replaced. So we asked if we could go in there to take care of that. They said yes. There's snow and everything's frozen, and then these beautiful onions are just everywhere. We were able to take them out. It's night and day. It's the weirdest thing. You guys, just a quick reminder, we are super, I'm going to use the F-bomb for this. We're super fucking close to craft hole people. Like, TK is not talking about just one craft hole. I think he might be willing to do multiple craft holes. And he really wants to do, like, some of the stuff that we're going to do around the house for craft hole, I think. I think that's what we were talking about. Like, little things. Not like, here, let me show you how to be a handyman type of stuff. But just, whatever. Anyway, don't let me make promises that aren't real. We're really super close to craft hole coming back. All we have to do in order for that magical dream of my partner in his Bob Ross form coming back is we just have to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're so close. We are like at 925 or 26. We keep teetering right there. So we need like 75. That's it. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit it. If you have friends or family that have not subscribed yet and you think they'd be interested in the show, be like, hey, get over that. Even if you don't think they'd, like, just get over there because we need some craft holes. So hit the subscribe button. Make my partner get in front of this camera and craft hole it up for you guys. Okay, in the meantime, it is time. Wheel of goodies and goof 'em ups, my loves. Okay, let's go ahead and get our keyboard out. Yeah. It's funny, TK set up the show today for me. Thank you, TK. And he took the keyboard and he put it down here, and I usually put it over here. And I sat here and stared, looking for this stupid thing for like 20 years. Legal. There's all the legal stuff. Plants for the win. So I took a Lowe's bucket and filled it with green onions, and there's still plenty left in there. Okay, let's see. Who's the winner? Dawn, I need you to go to my spreadsheet real quickly. One more over. She's good to go. Dawn, congratulations. You are our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and get that wheel up for you. Hello, wheel, you sexy beast, you. I feel like you're further away from me than you used to be. Like, much further away. Anyway, this is the wheel. I'm just going to go over what's on here once because at this point, I think most of you know, but if we have any new people in here, I want them to be on the up and up. So we've got Game Over on here. We've got Ravelry patterns you can win for $10 or $5. We have dad jokes, adject animal sounds, Blinky rolls where you can win free yarn if Blinky ever rolls a 20. Merch codes, which give you free stickers and buttons with your next purchase at bosskittyshop.com. Free shipping internationally and domestic. And, of course, Yarn Tarot, everybody's favorite. So, Dawn, I'm going to go ahead and spin this wheel for you. Just for you. For nobody else. Just you. You ready? There we go. So excited. It's a dad joke, you guys. What? Okay, it's happening. You guys are getting a dad joke. These don't happen very often. So, if you've never seen one, brace yourself because this is something else. Wheel, we will see you in about half an hour.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, without further ado, I have a dad joke. There, champ. Got a joke for you. What do you call a fake noodle? An imposter. Oh, imposter. There you have it. It's too late. What happened? Was it too low? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, dad jokes, man. We get them every now and then. And when we run out, I have to make more. So we'll see how that goes. It's an imposter. Yeah. Anyway, we will be back with the wheel in about half an hour. Until then, let's get back to our sweater, guys. It's a noodle joke. No problem, Yarn Pirate Papa BK. You're impestoid. The audio was really quiet on it. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we're trying to figure out the audio for the sounds. TK will get that fixed. If you couldn't hear it, I apologize. Oh, look, here's that knot. That beautiful, lovely freaking knot. Eventually, I'll get past it. Just not right now. Not right now. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Not right now. I didn't even do that one on purpose. Spicy sweet chili Doritos and Dr. Pepper Zero are awesome. Oh my god, that sounds like so much indigestion. That's how I know I'm in my 40s. You say that and my stomach goes, oh god. My brain and my mouth are like, yeah. The 20-year-old that lives deep inside of me in my brain is like, that sounds so delicious. Mm-hmm. Do we need to play another dad joke? We good? Were they able to hear the dad joke? I mean, I think so, because they're talking about pasta. We're going to give you guys a bonus dad joke the next time around, no matter what somebody gets. Unless they get a dad joke, and then you'll just get that dad joke. Since you guys had a hard time hearing that one. Because we're just that kind. Though it was quiet, I remember this stream will become a VOD. That is true, Lady Bella. 45 club, right? I just got to get through 40. This year has been something else already, and it's barely even. I mean, we're still in the first quarter, right? Whew. So just so you guys are aware, like I said, we close on St. Patrick's Day. Do we have a show that weekend? Or not that weekend, but that following Monday? Is that the week we're taking off? Are we taking 2 weeks off? We're going to try really hard to keep it to 1 week off. There's potentially going to be 2 weeks off immediately while we're moving, because we've got to get everything set back up and we've got to have the internet and everything. So just bear with us. We promise it'll be as short of a hiatus as we can possibly make it. Someday you hope to get Yarn Tarot. Yarn Tarot is a lot of fun. You know what though? If you want your own set of Yarn Tarot cards, and that is what they are called. They're called Yarn Tarot, I believe. There's actually a link in the description of the show for them. So you can click on that. It'll take you to, I think it's an Amazon link that you can go pick them up at. And they're pretty inexpensive for tarot cards. I mean, tarot cards usually run anywhere between $25 to, I've seen tarot cards as much as $100, depending on what the deck is. I think this one runs a little under $30, so that's pretty reasonable. It's a great deck. It feels really nice. It's a very soft deck. I know that sounds strange too, but I like it. It vibes with me a lot. Two weeks is beyond understandable. Please don't let us compound the moving stress. You'll be 48 next month. Oh my gosh, that is exciting, Dawn. You've been watching old BK lives. I should talk to TK and see if we can release some of the old Twitch lives onto YouTube. I don't know if we would do that on YouTube or if we would do it as patron-exclusive content. I should talk to him about it, though, because we have, like, 3 years worth of old Twitch content. We've got different types of cameras, different types of microphones, different sets, different, like, it's all over the place. Different wall color. I mean, we've come so far. Yeah, we used to do haikus. I mean, there's so much different stuff. We used to give Mittens treats. That got a little out of hand, though, so we had to stop. Megan, you're going to be 48 too? Oh my gosh, 48's the magic number this year, guys. Hi, Handmade. $24.95 on Amazon. Yeah, that's a great price, Cassandra. You might get a set. Yeah, it's a really decent price for sure. I highly recommend it. We're going to start posting links to things I use on the show. So, like, I'm going to get the Chigus up there for you guys so you can find those. We'll get the clovers up there that I use. Anytime I'm using stitch markers or anything like that where we can get a link for you, we're going to do that too, just so you guys, because I know you guys always wonder about that kind of stuff, so we're going to try to start incorporating that in the description of our shows, just so you have easy access to it. Easy access. Oh, 12-year-old BK. I know. TK haikus. Tina, oh, thank you. Boss Kitty, what's the best cast-on method you can recommend? Jacqueline, what a great question. I can't answer that question black and white. I use the long tail cast on most often. It's the easiest for me to do. It goes really fast. I've learned a trick to have enough tail most of the time. But it does leave a little bit of a funky ridge right at the bottom. So it really depends on the project. If it's just something basic, long tail works just fine for me, especially if I'm doing like garter stitch for a while first. If I need a extra stretchy type of rib stitch, there's a actual, I can't even, is it the Russian cast on that's super stretchy? I think maybe. I like a cable cast on for a really nice clean look at the edge. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different options. I know a lot of people like to do cast on where they cast onto a crocheted line. This works really well, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I'll have to look it up. But basically, you crochet, you do a chain row, basically, like what TK did for 20 years when he did his crochet stream. And then you knit into those chain stitches. And what that does is, if you're doing like a scarf where you're doing this half first and then you're doing this half, when you finish this part, you can take those chain stitches out and you have raw live stitches that you can pick up and you can knit the other way, which is really clever. I actually made all of my bridesmaid stoles that way, so that it looked like, what it does is that the pattern comes from the middle and explodes outwards. It's really cool. So yeah, there's a lot of different versions, or a lot of different options. But for me personally, long tail. If I can do long tail, I'm going to do long tail. Hi, Truly Amazing. How are you? Aries all the way. I have a lot of friends who are Aries. Dated a few people who are Aries. TK is not an Aries. Provisional. Thank you, little brat. There it is. Allison, Knit and Craft. You guys are so much better with words than I am. Provisional cast-ons. I did, so like I said, I made those that's what I used for my bridesmaid stoles. The fourth one I made, somehow those stitches got twisted. I was so pissed off. I left them that way. I gave it to the bridesmaid I was the most angry at that point. I was like, she'll never know. Long tail's your favorite. It's so straightforward. And I know for a lot of people, it is difficult to learn initially. Like, there's a lot going on there. It's kind of like learning to tie your shoes. But once you have it down, it's fast. And it certainly serves its purpose. Did you see Aries? You're an Aries as well. All the Aries out there, give yourself some Aries love. I mean, I don't care. Whatever you are, you should give yourself some love, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. There we go. I should count how many rows I've done. At 10 rows, I need to incorporate this right here, which is kind of a Henson and Oz take on a gray base. So, what's my sign? I'm a Capricorn. And it's really funny because I am the worst Capricorn ever. I am not an organized person. I am bossy. I can be very bossy. I don't mean to be. I can be bossy though, especially like in game when we're playing D&D or something. I can be super bossy. My characters generally can be kind of bossy. But the organization parts and things like that, I am a terrible Capricorn. Like really bad at it. You're a Pisces. On your knitting projects, it's been about 3 years that you haven't knit, but you want to pick it up again. You're a Leo. That's fantastic. If you have any questions, Jacqueline, if you have anything that you need us to show you real quick, I can't guarantee it'll happen the same day, but let me know and I can go ahead and make sure that I do a quick tutorial the following show if that's the case, or if I have things out for it, I can do it during that show. We've done that for people before. We did a basic knit tutorial, purl tutorial, cast on, cast off. I showed people how to pick up stitches. This is all in VOD. And then just recently with crochet, I had a friend who specifically reached out to me regarding an heirloom blanket that she had, and she needed to finish off, and so I showed her how to basically do that and how to frog part of your crochet as well. So that's what we're here for. The community is really helpful too. In fact, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, I highly recommend typing !Discord, popping over there, joining the fun, because they're super, 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 I cannot get enough supers in there. Supportive and helpful and just positive all around. Like, it's great. Capricorn day after BK. There it is, Elizabeth. We're BK. We're Capricorn twins. I love it. Libra. TK refuses to admit to his horoscopes, or his signs rather. He does not believe in any of it. So he's like, psh, hogwash. And I can't ever remember what he is. I'm the worst. I'm the worst partner in the whole world. That's what the problem's been. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. Love being a Leo. You're definitely full on Leo. You're a Taurus and totally fit the description. Yeah, I don't. And I don't. I should have my chart done at some point in time in my life for reals, because my mom is a Capricorn, and I mean, I certainly have similarities to her, but we have very different personalities. Very different. Okay. My best friend calls me a triple threat. My sun, moon, and right. Oh my gosh, Emily, that is intense. Your partner's the same about zodiac stuff. See? Yeah. You guys have 15 minutes, by the way, until our next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups and stretches. So keep that in mind. Get ready to do whatever your favorite stretches are. I'm really feeling the stretches lately, too. Like, I've been doing squats, trying to do squats every day. My knees today, though, when I did my squats, they were not happy. They're like, what are you doing? It's because I didn't do them all weekend. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Glad to hear. Okay, yeah. I'm glad to hear her surgery well too. Your goal is to get caught up on your temperature cross stitch, finish your knitted poncho, and finally start your son's sweater. Melanie, that is ambitious, and I have no doubt you can do all that. Let's see here. I would love that you're a lefty. My mom's a lefty. She taught me how to knit. I don't know if there's really a difference with it, because you still have to hold your yarn in the same hand, right? Like, everything still goes on to the right hand needle. I suppose, no, she knits conventionally, or continentally. So she knits the same way that I do. I do know she twists her stitches, or she used to. So instead of going over the top like this, she goes around this way, or she used to. And for years, I did too. And I know a lot of left-handed people who have taught themselves how to knit, that is something that they do, where they basically knit through the back loop the long way around, but that's what they ultimately are doing. You started incorporating stretches into your corporate training classes that you lead at work. Oh my gosh, Bubbles, that's so great. I think it's important. I think it's important in the workplace especially. And it frustrates me now that looking back at like all of those office scenarios that I was in, and that I'm sure other people are in, where they don't really give you any type of incentive to do those things. You know, they make it very hard for you to try to take that time to do that. You have a finite amount of time to eat, relax for a moment, you know. You don't want to spend that time stretching. So I feel like having time, like, you know, I feel like if an office has Tuesday, Thursday yoga as an example, after hours or before hours or during lunch hours, that would be great. Just stuff like that. And I don't know if a lot of places do that kind of thing, but they should. Your birthday's Thursday, Michaela. Well, I'm going to give you an early birthday right now because I don't know. Happy birthday to you. I hope it is a delightful day. I hope you get everything you want, whatever that might be. Unless it's world domination, and then I'm not batting for you right there. I'm sorry. I'm not in your corner on that one. But no, seriously, I do hope you have a wonderful day doing whatever it is that you get to do. And I cannot wait to hear all about it. Okay, so this is where we cast on. So I'm counting my stitches right now because I need to have 10 rows. And I am not the type of person who counts rows as she goes. I like to count my rows after a while. So this stitch right here, this is the stitch I picked up. And I know that because it's twisted and I purposely twist my stitches when I pick them up. So this V right above it, that's my first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I've done 9. I'm going to double count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am working on, this is my last row before I move over to incorporating the Henson and Oz. Like I said, everybody does those types of things differently. Some people count as they go. They have like little row counters. I've never been a person to count my rows. Probably should, but I'm lazy. See? Not a Capricorn. A Capricorn would be like click, click, click. And I'm like, whatever. You're a Libra. I think my brother's a Libra. What's the cutoff for a Libra? More time for crochet. That's your dream. That's a good dream to have. I 100% can support that one for you. World domination. Thank you, Sierra. When I don't want to tell this story. When I was a young teenage girl, I told my mom I wanted to marry Prince William so that I could just become queen and take over the world. It was a thing. I was like 12, so I just had an active imagination. I got over it. 22nd of September is the cutoff. Then yes, my brother's a Libra. You made your first pair of gloves with twisted stitches accidentally. They didn't stretch well, right? So if you're wondering if you do this, if you twist your stitches when you knit, when you stretch your fabric, if the stitches open up like flowers, then you're knitting, God, I hate the word normal, but you're knitting the way it's intended to be knit. If your stitches tighten on each other, then you are twisting your stitches. And like I said, it's not wrong necessarily. And in fact, there are a lot of patterns that call for you to knit through the back loop, which twists your stitches. Or like when I pick up stitches for a under the armpit of a sleeve, I twist those stitches because there's not going to be a big fat hole there and it's underneath my sleeve. But I will tell you, if you're constantly twisting your stitches when you knit, you're causing a lot of pain in your hand because you're doing so much more work. You're going this way instead of this way, and it actually can start to strain along your wrist and the side of your hand, and you're knitting slower too. I didn't realize that I did that until about 4 or 5 years into my knitting career, if you will. I was working at a shop that no longer is in Portland, Dublin Bay, and my coworker was watching me knit a baby dress for a display piece, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then she's like, "No, don't go that way, go this way." And I did it, and it was really awkward for the first like 5 stitches, and then all of a sudden it just clicked, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so speedy and it feels so good." And like I was unstoppable. I I was like, "Rawr," Godzilla over all the yarn, basically. So yeah, that's how you can check that. It is your shop now, Allison. I wasn't going to point that out unless you wanted to point that out. Allison now works at that shop. It's a different yarn shop now. Late September to late October. Okay, cool. All this astrology talk is making me want to get the rest of the girls' zodiac lines. Obviously, I want them to release Libra hook, and oh my gosh, yeah, they have. Okay, so, Furls, they're releasing their zodiac line, right? I kind of want to get the Capricorn one, even though I cannot seem to get the hang of a Furls hook. I haven't tried the resin ones yet, though. Just the metal ones and the wood ones. So maybe the resin ones are my magic ticket. Knitzilla, exactly. My Knitzilla noise. You'll have to excuse me. I have a little bit of a froggy voice today. You love speckled yarns. I do too. I love speckled yarns. I feel like they kind of tell a story. And it's usually random. I always get really nervous, though. We get a lot of people who will buy speckled yarn for a project and then they don't quite have enough and they order more. And I always let people know, just keep in mind that even if you buy 2 skeins of yarn that are the same dye lot, if they're speckled, they're not going to be identical. That is impossible. And so, especially with speckled yarns, I cannot recommend enough. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. There you go. I cannot recommend enough making sure that you alternate skeins when you're going from one skein to the new skein. At least for 10 or 20 rows. I'm gonna move these over right here. There we go. You got some Capricorn hooks when they first came out. They are so pretty. Oh, what just happened to my... I didn't do anything. Did you unplug me? Oh, that was strange. That was super strange. We're back. Whatever, Bev. Which Furls metal hook did you use? Streamline or Odyssey? I don't know. What is this? It's pink. It's kind of a salmon color. I have no idea which one it is. I think it's the Streamline. I'd have to look. It just went out again. My camera. I don't know what's happening. Are we loose up here? Interesting. Okay. Bear with us, guys. We're having some funky, weird stuff going on with my overhead camera. It keeps going in and out. So hopefully, we'll cross our fingers that it sticks around. We're going to see what happens. Just move on forward. This is the Odyssey. Okay. Yeah, and I don't dislike it. It's just kind of hard for me to... the hook is very different than the hooks that I learned on, I think is what it comes down to. Where are my... Here they are. Let me get into my hooks real quickly. See, I have a wooden one here too, but I have the clovers, so I don't think I have a... Here, we'll just use this one. So if you look at this, right, it comes down, it goes into that little groove, and then comes back up. If you look at this one, that downward angle is not nearly as steep. And somebody told me what the difference between those two are, but what happens is that I catch my yarn on that angle all the time. Like, it gets caught in there. It's a very comfortable hook. I still use it because I love the way it feels in my hand. I wish upon wish, this one's even worse for me in that case, the way that works, because the angle is even more, it's not as steep necessarily, but it's much more slender in there. But I just cannot for the life of me get it to go as fast as my clovers go. To quit biting the cords, for real. You prefer inline hooks. Okay, so is this an inline hook then? Is that what that's called? Or are these inline hooks? Okay. For knife holder, good. For pencil holder, it's heavier. How do I hold my hook? I hold my hook like a knife. You're right, I do. Like I'm cutting steak. Son of a biscuit, I had no idea. I've only been crocheting for like 3 years. tops. I would love to get a real furs and try it for, but the price gets you. You'll have to sell some of your makes and save money. Totally. And they do sales too. I know for a fact that they do sales as well. I think I got my first one. You like a Timo? I've never heard of a Timo. I'll have to look into them, Crocheted. I don't remember how I stumbled on frills. It was a few years ago, and I got my wooden one, and I was so excited about it. And then I had that problem, and I thought, well, maybe there's a burl or something on the wood. And so I got another one and had the same problem. My mother, on the other hand, swears by them. She saw mine, fell in love, but all of them. Like, she jumped in with both feet, and she loves them. She couldn't be happier. And I'm glad, seriously. And I know that Alt-Knots really, really enjoys their hooks. And I keep trying. Like I said, I keep trying them because they're so damn pretty. Tapered is more of a smooth transition. Inline has... So yeah, I think that I am more inclined to use a tapered hook then. Thank you, Allison, because that's what I learned on. And I'm sure if I used the other type long enough that I would get accustomed to it. That's just the way life works. There's a crochet finger rings by Brenda's Crochet. Oh, stabby stab with a hook. That's an inline hook versus a tapered hook. Clover. Okay. I have tapered hooks. I always drop my yarn off the end. Really? You've been a Clover girl for 5 years. You've been crocheting. You love them. You haven't tried any other hooks. Yeah, they're comfy. I wish that the handle was more comfortable. Was more comfortable in my hand because I do cramp up right here from time to time, and that's kind of a bummer. Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what time it is? All this talk about hooks. It is time for the wheel of goodies and goof 'em ups. Okay. Remember, hit that subscribe button, guys. It doesn't cost you a dime. It means that you can be part of the game show. It means that you can be part of the subscriber giveaway. And the moment that we hit 1,000 subscribers, TK is going to prep Craft Hole. I had to think of the name. I wanted to call it Cat Hole for some reason. Michaela Brown, congratulations. You are our second contestant. Let me make sure you're not on the spreadsheet. You're not, so we are good to go. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Let's get that wheel back up. Hey, wheel. I like wheel time. Wheel, Michaela is is our contestant. How do you feel about that? I feel great about that. Good job, wheel. Okay, you guys know what's on here. We've already gone over it once tonight. It's good stuff, bad stuff, but very, very colorful. Michaela, I'm going to spin the wheel for you. And remember, we are going to do an extra dad joke for you guys because I'm so nice. You get a blinky roll. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Katie's right. You're a winner. Man, the wheel is on a roll tonight, and I'm feeling it. We're going to put this one off to the side. Okay, wheel, we will see you in half an hour.
Bye.
Okay, and now I present to you... favorite part. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is how this works, Michaela. I've got 3 skeins of yarn here. I'm going to roll Blinky. If Blinky rolls a natural 20, you get to pick between Henson and Oz, Pokazard, and Sigmund. These are all BKDK. Very fluffy, very soft, perfect for spring. That's just around the corner right here. So I just have to roll a natural 20. I was rolling natural 20s like no one's business last night. Not with Blinky, just in general. So hopefully that magic is still in my hot little hands. Let's find out. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's a 9.
Game over.
Why, Blinky? Why did you do this to us? It's so rude. Like, we have to have a conversation about give and take because you're just taking right now and it's not very nice. Kayla, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate you being part of our family here at BK Live. And the plus side is that you are still eligible to play the game again on Wednesday. And you guys, as promised, here is another dad joke for you. I don't know if we did 4, so we're just going to skip on over to 6. Hey there, kiddo. I've got a joke for you. Who stays out all night on St. Patrick's Day? No? The patio furniture. No, seriously. Don't leave it out. It's going to get wet. I mean, that seems like really good advice. Do not leave your patio furniture out. That stuff is expensive. It'll get wet. It'll get mildewy. Like, listen to Papa BK on that one. There you guys go. You guys got an extra dad joke because we love you so much. You guys, guess what? As if that weren't enough,
It's time to stretch.
yeah, it's time to stretch all our limbs, our ears, our neck, our nose. I've been stretching my mouth all day long while I talk. I was on the phones today and they were very, very, very busy. It's tax season, which means everybody's freaking out because they need to get their stuff in for their businesses and they are last minute. Anyway, you don't need to know about any of that. We are going to start with our simple stretch that we generally do. We're going to put one hand out and say hello. We're going to bring it across our body. And then you're going to take your other hand and just press it against your forearm like so. Big stretches for the fur babies. Oh my God. Yes. Stretch like you're a kitty, guys. Who stays out all night on St. Patrick's Day? The patio furniture. I should have saved that one and then just played it on St. Patrick's Day. Oh my gosh. Except for that I will be signing paperwork for a house that day, not a show. Also, it's a Friday. Oh my gosh, it's a Friday. Oh my gosh. I know you got lucky with that dad joke, right? Okay, and then kind of just roll your shoulders a little bit. I love shoulder rolls. I don't know why. They feel so good. To roll them backwards. I like to roll them forwards. I like to roll them side to side. Maybe they go like this. Ow. Ooh, not too hard though. Anyway. Okay, so next what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take your chin. You're going to turn your neck or your whole head one way. Point your chin towards the right hand side of your body and then just gently push on it with your hand. You're going to feel that stretch just along here. It's a good stretch. Ooh, hunger has hit. Hunger has hit hard. I haven't had dinner yet. I have salmon out that I will be making after the show. I'm very excited about it. TK could live without salmon, but I could not live without it. I think it's the best thing in the whole world. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, though. I like to take a little bit of light mayo and sriracha and mix it together and then put a thin coat of that on the salmon. It keeps it nice and moist and gives it kind of a spicy flavor. And you can put a little honey in there, too. It's so good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our wrists. And you'll notice I do not have my carpal tunnel gloves on. So that's great. It's actually feeling much better. So I'm going to go ahead and extend my hand out. My right hand is my knit hand is going to take my fingers and just pull on them gently. I don't want to go too hard because I still have some tenderness right here. Welcome back, Yarn Pirate. You're a revenue agent with the IRS, so it's taxes all day, every day. Vicky, I work for the state in the payroll department, opening payroll accounts for people all day long. So I feel you on that one. I love when people call me, actually, and they ask me about your job. They're like, what does this mean? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm like, that's the feds. That's like asking Comcast about CenturyLink. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I can tell you to call them. Feels so good. No problem. That sounds amazing, little brat. I recommend a little dill in your chicken noodle soup or your chicken soup. It always makes me feel better when I'm sick. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take our hand, flop it forward, and just gently press down on it. It is, thank you, it is so different. Or they're like, The IRS hasn't given me my EIN yet. Can you just give me my number? I'm like, I can't give you that number. I have nothing to do with that number. I can't give you our number without it either, but no, I can't just magically. Let me just make up a number and you can pretend that the IRS gave it to you. That's not how this works. Although my very favorite question, and this happens more often than not. So most of the paperwork or most of the registration stuff is done online these days, guys. DocuSign, all that kind of stuff. My favorite is when you have people calling in and they go, so my boss is the owner. And it says it needs an owner's signature. You type the name out. Yeah. Well, can I sign for him? I am not answering that question. You can talk to your boss about that and be like, that's between you and your boss. That has nothing to do with me. Please do not bring me into your business thing. Just go ask them. People crack me up. Okay, hands out like so. We're going to spread our fingers out like that, and we're just going to rotate our thumbs first. Hola, right back at you, Maritas. Maritas? Did I say that right? Maritas, I can't say it. TK's going to come here and tell me how to pronounce your name. You could tell me how to pronounce it too if you'd like. I am terrible with names. In case anybody's ever wondering, I can barely say my own name properly, and I've had it for 40 years. In UK, it's Mother's Day, the same weekend as St. Patrick's Day, and yes, you've been lurking. That's okay, Trina. You're more than welcome to lurk. That is amazing. I had no idea. You like teriyaki on your salmon? Oh, teriyaki on salmon is so good. So is, so the other thing I like to do with a little mayo is wasabi powder mix. Oh my gosh. So delicious. Okay. Keep stretching those fingers out. You guys are doing great. And we're done. We're going to shake it out. Yeah, we're going to get back to our sweater right here. Whoopsie-daisy. Perfect. So this is the final row where it's just buttons and bravery by itself. Your aunt worked at a fish market in Ballard and would give me a couple of pounds of copper. Oh, God, sounds so good. Love my name because of the bloopers it causes. That's why I stick with just the Sierra part of it. You love watching the snow right now. You don't know tomorrow morning you'll have to clean the snow off your car. Yeah, for sure. But it is pretty to watch, isn't it? How am I doing? Hi, Samantha. I'm great tonight. How are you? You're going to be job searching in a week or so. You hope you find a good remote job. I will give you best wishes. You'll be in my thoughts for the best type of remote job, something that you're good at, that you feel comfortable doing. I work remotely and I enjoy it and I am appreciative of it because it means I'm much more flexible to be able to do this show. There is a part of me though that wishes that it was a little more of a hybrid job because I've met my coworkers once. That's it. Briefly, you know, I miss that camaraderie you get when you work in an office with somebody. And it occurred to me, I had no idea. I mean, I think I knew, but you know, when you're a kid, it's so easy to make friends, right? You have school, like that's most of your life. And so you make friends pretty easily, even as teenagers we do. And in our 20s, parties, whatever, you know, it starts to get harder. And then really you get to a point where either you have a set group of friends that you hang out on the reg, and I do, and I'm so appreciative of them. Or you make friends through work a lot of the time, right? And that's less likely to happen these days because you don't see them. Everybody works remotely, which it's great. I do miss seeing people face to face. And I'm sure that if I had to work in an office all the time and not work remotely, I'd complain about that too. I'm not complaining about remote work. It is the dream, no joke. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Now we're going to go ahead and keep just one piece of the buttons and bravery because we're bringing in the Henson and Oz. You'll notice that I wanted to check which piece of yarn that I was breaking before I broke it. I like to use my middle center pull, and so I wanted to make sure that the one that I didn't break was the center pull. So that's what I was doing there. Plus, I was also untangling the yarn. You're starting a travel remote hybrid job and you're nervous. Your best friends are all folks from work. Exactly, right? All your friends moved away. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry. I moved away from all my friends, which is suckage for real. I love where I live though. And I mean, we're buying a house out here, but I frequently, there's a lot of weekends, most weekends, at least one day during the weekend, I will go out and hang out with my friends. A lot of the time, both days I'll go out there at some point back to Portland. And once a month or so, I actually just crash out there. And it's so strange because we've lived here for so long and I don't have any friends in the Salem area. I mean, that's not true. Actually, I do have a few that I met through this show. But that's it. Like there's not like this overabundance of friends that I have. It's just strange. Hi, Gracie. Gracie's my best friend. Don't tell the other kitties that though. Look at this hot mess I've already made. Oh my gosh. My husband knows he's my best friend. He doesn't need me to lift him up with that. Okay, so let's fix this mess before we even start. Can I put it on the full? But, oh, she looks like she's miserable. Hi, Gracie. How you doing, lovey? If you haven't met her, this is little Miss Gracie. She is my familiar, I like to call her, because she's just like me. We have a special relationship. She's our Lynx Point. She is almost 3. Holy shit, no way is she almost 3. She's almost 2, isn't she? No, she's going to be 2 this year. Yes, she's going to be 2. She's going to be 2. She's going to be a full-grown kitty. And she's so sweet, you guys. Except for that she has an obsession with cheese and butter. So she will jump up on the counter to eat the butter. She'll also lick grease out of our pans because she's a jerk. Oh, he's so sweet. You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, you're so pretty, aren't you? Oh, okay. I'm going to let you go back to sleep. You look like you just woke up. Thank you. She is beautiful. She is half asleep. We have 3, if you don't know. We've got Gracie, our Lynx Point. She's the middle child. We have Con, and Con is 8 years old he's going to be 9 this year. Oh my gosh. He's 9 and he's our tabby. And then we got Zuzu over the holidays. So she's not even 6 months at this point. And she is, what is she? She's a tortie. And she is spicy. That cat will devour your soul. She's really sweet though. She's adorable. She's still in kind of the biting mode. I think that's because she's still teething. She's getting past it though. It's really funny. She'll sit in there and go on your hand, and you tell her to stop and be gentle. She stops like this, and then she licks you. It's real cute. I really think that Con is teaching her how to clean because he's our cleaner. Your doggo loves butter too. Oh my gosh, what is that about? We had to get a butter bell specifically because of her. Seems rational. I was getting on the table to steal butter before I could walk. Yarn pirate. Well, you and Gracie should get together and talk about that then. Oh my gosh. Y'all are killing me with this. Okay, so we've got both of the new strand, or we've got one of each strand here that we're incorporating in this, and then we'll just start. This is going to be 9 rows of the 2 strands together before we go just to the Henson and Oz. Sassy and feisty Zuzu, she is. Oh my gosh. It's so funny because Con likes to sleep behind my knees. Gracie, when she's not sleeping in her cat bed, and she has as of late slept in her cat bed instead, which is fine. But if she wants to sleep in bed with us, she sleeps between us underneath the blankets, pressed up against TK's chest and belly area, just and purrs him to sleep basically. So she's under the blankets. Con is on top of the blankets. Zuzu will come pouncing up. She'll see the lump that is Gracie under the blankets, and she'll pounce it and hit it and pounce it, hit it, pounce it, and then lay down on top of her. Eventually, Gracie's like, I guess I'm going back to my cat bed, and I feel so bad about it. You got a butter belt from JamP. I love JamPDX. Has a butt sculpted into it. It's a butter keeper. Oh my god, that's amazing. I really want to collaborate with them on something. I think it'd be cool. I should reach out to them. We talked about it briefly a few years ago, and then it never happened because COVID actually happened? Ooh, that is a great question. You used to eat a stick of butter with lemons as a toddler. I think my cousin used to do stuff like that too. I joined the U.S. Army. My sister and I were born in France. Vicky, that's amazing. I've never left the U.S. I'd love to, though. You woke up to a rare red bird dead at the door thanks to you. Oh, no, George. It's really cute, Sierra. Your daughter used to steal any better if you didn't watch her when it was out. I think there's something just about the creamy salt. Ooh, that would be great, Allison. I should reach out to them, too. I've got a few people I've got to reach out to. We've been so busy with the whole house thing that my brain has kind of exploded with everything else. It's a lot. I had no idea. I mean, I knew that buying a house was stressful. I got that. I was aware of that. I was prepared for that. Holy hot damn, is it stressful. There's a lot that happens and that goes on. Bazillion different types of inspections. There's a poodle sleeping under the seat across from you. Good night, Nick Cat. It was good to see you. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, that got really quiet, TK. Like, that is the quietest of quiet. Weird. I don't even know if you guys heard the Golden Girls theme song there for a hot second. Nick Cat, I hope we see you on Wednesday. Everything is better with butter. That's the thing. I'm not a huge butter fan. I mean, I like to cook with it for sure. Bake with it, absolutely. But like butter on my toast? Nope. Not a fan. I would prefer my toast to be dry or have avocado on it. I know. Or jelly, jam, whatever. You can't decide what colorway to get. Kayla, which ones are you having a hard time with? Leftmost, how are you doing? No one can prepare you for how stressful it is either, because it's stressful in different ways every time. My gosh, right? Like they're like, you've gotten through this hurdle. Now there's this one. And now there's this one. I'm like, can we please just stop already? What happened? TK. Let's try the front button again.
Thank you for being
there it is. Cheese toast. You prefer cream cheese. Oh my gosh, cheese toast is the best. Cream cheese is great on toast. Those little Butterbell, do you know what I'm talking about? The little circular cheeses. Those are really good on toast. Just a slice of Swiss cheese is good on toast. Okay, there is one time that I love butter on toast, and that is when it's melted and there's sugar and cinnamon on top of it. Hey, Lady Bella. Oh my gosh, that's a lot, Marie. Avocado toast. Damn, millennials, this is why you don't own a house. Ha ha! Joke's on you. Yeah, Baby Bell. That's what they're called. Thank you. Butter on your toast, but cream cheese on a toast, cinnamon and raisin bacon. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so hungry. That salmon can't be cooked fast enough. I don't know what I'm going to have with it. Maybe a baked potato. Maybe I will make a potato. Aren't those just tiny cream cheese? No, they're not. They're actually a different type of cheese. I don't know what they are. They're just super soft little pieces of cheese, and they're spreadable. Some of them are spreadable. Some of them aren't. Cinnamon toast. I love cinnamon toast. Like, I would eat cinnamon toast for the rest of my life. Just that cinnamon toast crunch. Delicious. You just got your BK yarn? Just in time for a snow day. Victoria and Henson and Oz. Yay! As You Wish, Widow Flower, and Blueberry Blender. Ooh. Of those three, As You Wish is my favorite, I would say. Followed by Widow Flower, followed by Blueberry Blender. If you want to use them together, I would say Widow Flower and Blueberry Blender will work better together than As You Wish and Widow Flower, because there is no... Both As You Wish and Widow Flower have a pink tone to them, but they're a different type of pink tone. One's blue, one's more red. I know that sounds weird. Purplish tone, I guess. whereas Blueberry Blender and Widowflower both have a blue tone to them. So that would be my recommendation if you're going to put two together. But if you're looking at favorites to favorites, then, like I said, right down the line. Favorite cream cheese. I've learned something new today. Yay! Now I want a baked potato. Oh my gosh. So my friend made like baked potatoes for dinner, right? You know, you've got like bacon on them, and sour cream and cheese and chives and everything. They were so good. I went home. We had the same thing for dinner the next night. TK's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're having baked potatoes and nothing else. He's like, okay. I was like, your protein is the bacon. I think I might have made an egg on the side. It might be a version of Swiss cheese. Yeah, Swiss cheese. The more you want the Pokazard. Behold the Pokazard. Isn't it lovely? It's so beautiful. So all three of these colorways are very underrated. They're freaking gorgeous. I love them so much. Pokazard, I think people shy away from it because it's got these orange tones to it. And people shy away from orange and yellow. But it's so much fun. I've made things out of it. It's just pops. It's bright. I really want to see somebody make something out of this held together with bath yellow mohair ball. I just think it would be the most radioactive statement piece known to mankind and catkind. Sigmund has this lovely under blue tone to it that makes it look like it's underwater, which is really great. It's very serene looking, actually. What did Emily just type? Where is it? You have a cardigan planned for it. You're going to add ectoplasm to the button band. Why? TK likes the typo you have for Blueberry Blender. And that is going to be a beautiful piece. And then Henson and Oz, like the pink and the green are so complementary to each other. And then they kind of make it like a little orange in places, like right here. It just pops. I had a whole sweater made out of this and it didn't fit right. I ended up giving it away, but I loved it. You've done Mexi baked potatoes? Oh yeah, that sounds so good. Same with timey-wimey, like why no love for those colors? I don't know what it is, Allison. It's the strangest thing, isn't it? Like timey-wimey surprises me because that one actually really goes. Although Coraline in Kitty Litter goes even faster. But there's something about Pokazard and Sigmund where people just and Henson and Oz, people just shy away from it. Although the people who do buy it, they're like, this is amazing. I love it. It's the best color ever. Like they really love it. Hexicardi with Pokazard and Bath Yellow. Yeah, see, this would be great in a Hexicardi. All three of these colors would. Those granny squares, could you imagine? Oh, it'd be amazing. I've done it with chili. It was, baked potatoes with chili. Jeez. I think there might be leftover chili in the fridge. I don't know, though. I have to look. Nope, I'm sticking to my salmon tonight. Gonna have delicious, delicious salmon. It's gonna be so good. You love orange and yellow. I do too. We used to have a color called Super Scion that was like hunter orange. No accident. Oh my god, so do I. Like my phone, my poor phone. I sit there and I try to message people and it's like I have no idea what word you're trying to make up. So we're gonna go with this instead because I'm fat fingering it the whole entire time. And my friends are like, what? TK, if I text TK, he's like, I have no idea what that nonsense is. I'm like, oh, I was telling you I love you. Leopold is a very soft, buttery yellow. Do I have any out right now? Oh, it's all the way over there. It's kind of like I don't want to say an Easter yellow, but it does kind of remind me of like Peeps. It's that really soft, soft yellow. It is named after Butters from South Park because it's a buttery yellow. Oh, catastrophe. That sounds delicious. You got a brownish color in your grab bag. You were thinking about doing a teddy bear with it. Is it kind of like a brassy color like this? Because there was some brass monkey that I put in there that was not quite brass monkey. I had accidentally, I had screwed something up. But they were basically brass monkey without being brass monkey. It's a delightful color. This color is actually really great. And even the ones you guys got with any of our undertones because this is the base for those. I need to add these colors to my BK stash, but I have to use some yarn first. I feel you on that one, Dio. There's an air court vending machine with what? How can you have a salad in a vending machine? I don't understand how that works. You guys have 2 minutes, by the way, until the next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So make sure you're chatting it up with us and make sure that you've hit that subscribe button. I'm curious, where are we with our subscribers? One moment, let's find out. YouTube. I can't have both open at the same time. Like I can't look while I'm watching our stuff, so I have to do it this way. We've grabbed 2 more subscribers, so thank you to those 2. We appreciate it.
Thank you for being a friend.
If you haven't done it, now's the time. Just push it. No, I mean I'm giving you all the peer pressure. Actually, do it. You really want to. Purl through back loop will be the end of you. Oh my God, purling through the back loop is so difficult on the hands, but it's worth it. You'll get through it. I have faith. You did get, so Allison, you didn't get an oversaturated Nurple. What you got was old Nurple. I had 1 skein of old Nurple left because the company that I got the dye, I used to get the dye from, one of the colors that I used to make Nurple no longer is made. So I had to come up with a different color. So it's slightly different these days. It's got a whole lot more tonal. It's more tonal. There's a lot more going on with it. So you got the final skein of OG Nurple that I had. Congratulations. Oh, antipasta olives and for salads, and you love them so much. Oh gosh, I love olives. I can eat olives all day. Okay, I dropped a stitch, so I'm picking it up real quickly, getting it back on my needle. Then it is time, oh no, it's not time yet. I lied. We're so close. Watching an old BK live, and you had a colorway from Stranger Things. I was do whatever to get your hands on. You know you don't have it anymore, but you love it. So T, that was actually a colorway that we made very specially for Karen at Cozy in Eugene, Oregon. She asked me if I would do a Stranger Things colorway for her, and I did. I could probably recreate it. I think I still have to wait a little longer, though, before I do that. I usually try to give anywhere between 6 months to a year before I recreate colorways that were specific for something, usually. But we'll see. It was a fun color, and it was blue light reactive. In fact, all these 2 are as well. These are very blue light reactive, or black light reactive, blue light. Jeez. Black light reactive. I know words. I promise I know words, guys. Most. Yeah, it is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Final round. What? Oh, I have to do it over here. Hi, Eska. How are you? Nope, that one first. Now we can do this one. See what happens. Real olives. Rosie Posey, congratulations. You are our final contestant for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Do you want me to ask other people if it's as loud as it is for you? I wonder if it was a thing that was in your phone is what I was trying to say, I guess. Anyway, let's get that wheel up. Hi, Wheel. You've been so kind tonight. We really appreciate it. Mwah. Okay, Rosie. I'm going to spin this wheel one last time just for you. We're going to see what's going to happen. You get a merch code. That's 3 out of 3, kiddos.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
True, true, true. So, Rosie, this is the way this works. You just need to go on Discord and message me. I will get you, let me know what you want to, because I will forget. Let me know that you want a merch code. I will go ahead and get you your merch code and send it over to you via Discord. The next time you order yarn from BossKittyShop.com, add the button and sticker bundle, and then put that merch code in, and it will take the button and sticker bundle price off. So you'll get a free button and sticker bundle from us. Just a little thanks for being a subscriber and part of the Boss Kitty family. Wheel, thank you so much. We will see you Wednesday.
See you later, alligator.
Speaking about the Boss Kitty family, I can't speak apparently. Let's give a quick shout out to all of our wonderful patrons, also known as the Litter Pile. So we have really great little incentives that we have for our patrons, things like the Fleece to Finished project, goofy little things where you guys get to see dad jokes a lot of the time before other people do, 50 Nifty United States, so me singing. There's also deals on yarn. You guys get early release to things like grab bags and box sets like Doctor Who. So we do have those incentives, but I also know that a lot of you are there just to support this community and the Boss Kitty brand, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. It really just makes our day. So it's so exciting to see this list get longer and longer. If you are interested in becoming a patron, please head over to patreon.com/bosskitty and sign up today. Thank you. All right, with that, let's get Discord open because it's time, you guys. I know you're so excited because I'm so excited. There better not be food in here. I'm so hungry.
Time to clean up.
There it is. Yay! May. Allison, we will be releasing the Doctor Who box set in May. That gives us enough time to move, set up the dye studio, and get that shit rolling. Yeah, and it's 2 box sets. It's going to be intense. Pumpkin, hello, Pumpkin. It's almost done with the first pair of socks for this year's Christmas presents. She is making socks for, I believe, all of her gaming friends that she plays D&D with, and they're all based off of their different classes that they play, which I think is really neat. These are done in Cynthia's Lunchbox and Leopold. So, Kayla, you wanted to know what Leopold looked like used up. This is that buttery yellow we were talking about. Pumpkin, these are beautiful. Your color work, as always, is just stunning. Good job. Are you doing an afterthought heel? See, I don't actually knit socks, but I know about knitting socks. I want to desperately. I desperately want to knit socks. Elizabeth84 is working on another baby blanket, and the last 2 pictures are attempts at taking pictures through a telescope, Jupiter and 4 of its moons, and then our moon. This baby blanket is gorgeous. You will get both. I love it. I love the way the yarn is pooling. The light blue color. It's so cool because it is a line and then a chunk and then a line and then a chunk. It's really neat. And I like these are, I love when people use yellows in baby colors. I don't know why, but I'm all for it. It's a before thought heel. There we go. And then this is Jupiter and 4 of its moons. And I can see it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. There. That's really amazing. You can even see different colors on that. My dad used to have a telescope that he would take pictures through, and I was always mesmerized by it. This is really impressive. And then there is your moon, our moon. She's so beautiful. Little upside down face. That's great. Looks wonderful. Good job. Wandering Bear. First pick of my Adventures dyeing minis 2 weeks ago, and second pick is from Therapeutic Dye Adventures today. Very cool. I love them. I really like this mint green color in the middle right here. And then this is so cool looking. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Specs that we did a while ago, but you've got some purple in there too, which is really neat. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Good job. I can't wait to see what you make with it. Good job, Wandering Bear. Crochet Mom. First is my scarf that I started on Wednesday. Cannot believe you started this on Wednesday. You little speed rocket. This is very impressive, and your stitches look amazing. This looks like it's going to be a very cozy scarf. Anybody that makes a scarf, acrylic, natural fiber, I don't care. I always recommend blocking that damn scarf afterwards because it's going to get so much longer and it's going to be so much softer and pliable around your neck. So that is my recommendation, is when you're done, block it. Next is the newest pick of Smelly Ellie. And last is the brand new Kitty Surprise I got this morning. Oh my gosh, look at those puppy paws. Oh, Smelly Ellie, you're so cute. Oh. Kitty Surprise. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Look at those babies. Oh, so sweet. I'll give you a little bit of confetti for those. Baby kitties make me happy. Congratulations to the mom. Allison finished my make-along, the Le Pouf, using Zim Zabber Zim, Come We Fly, and Maximum Results, along with 2 other Oregon indie dyers. I decided to call it Marion Berry Cobbler Cardigan. It looks fantastic, by the way. Then I started a new sweater called the All-Star Sweater, and of course have to show the fur baby in Skinfint. So congratulations on finishing your make-along. It looks spectacular on you. You get some confetti too, my dear. Matches your hair, which I adore. Remember to post your pics in the do I have it up yet? I think I do. If I don't, once I've got the make along finished pics up, post it in there so that people can vote, because that's going to happen in May. I cannot tell you, I'm so jealous of you guys that used your toil and trouble box set for these, because I don't have one, and that's what I would have done, and it looks so good. Those purples just are perfect for you. I love it. And then this is your all-star sweater. Also very fun. Loving the stars. I like that they're multicolored stars. That's really exciting. And that it's crochet. I'm always so amazed by color work crochet. And you're so good at it. Of course, you had them in the clean laundry. That's how they do it, right? Look at those kitties. Oh my gosh, are they getting along? You have the cutest cats. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So this is Nori right here, and this is Sponge, for those of you who are interested, and they are beautiful. Okay, Dawn, show and tell, the 100-day project. Day 6, getting better at granny squares. Hey, look at that. These look fantastic. You've got 6 of them there. You're going to make a blanket out of it when you're done? And yeah, they're starting to look, I already thought they looked great, but they're starting to look much more uniform. You're doing great. I love granny squares. I can make granny squares all day long. They're just fun to make. That was such smooth color work. Seriously, it really was, Sierra. Draka 151. I finally finished my very first cardigan. Yay! It was for Yule with a Krampus theme. I got to put it away for next year. I got to put it away for next year eventually, but for now I'm waiting. Also, my first basket is nearly done. Just got to attach the owl face and weave in the ends. Okay, you get some confetti too. Everybody gets confetti. So here is the Krampus themed sweater. I don't think you need to put it away. I think you can wear this year round. Krampus should be in people's hearts all year round. Or in their fear hearts. Fear of their hearts? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you get what I'm saying. It looks great on you. It looks so cozy. I love the pockets. There's the little Krampus pocket. He's so cute, guys. He's just gonna beat up all the kitties. The kids, not the kitties. Stick them in the sack. Don't be naughty. Your basket looks fantastic. Are you using a different colorway on the bottom? Because there's some splashes of yellow that are coming through. And it looks wonderful. I'm wondering, how are you keeping it so stiff? Oh my gosh. So that it's not flopping in on itself. Is there a plastic piece that's in it, or are you just using a tighter hook? So that's my question on that. I'm fascinated by it. I've never actually tried to make a basket. Loving the sweater too. Seriously, 100% Draka. Up, working on my Hexie Cardi. Oh my gosh, this color is gorgeous. I love tonal earth colors so much. This is going to be beautiful. I've seen so many Hexie Cardis that are like really bright, fun colors, and I love them. Don't get me wrong, but I think this might be the first one I've seen that's been really subdued, calm earth tones, right? I'm going to call it a more serious Hexie Cardi, and I'm so excited to see it when it's done. AJ Crochet Goddess, I finally finished the Black History Juneteenth maxi dress. It looks great. I love the green for the belt area, and I really like where you put the different colors in the skirt, and that you have all the colors down at the bottom on the edging of the skirt. I think that's really neat. Looks great. There's a better picture of it. Fantastic. Emily makes my first handspun and completed source of evil MCal. It was a Lord of the Rings inspired mosaic knit shawl. Your first handspun. Oh my god, all the confetti's being used tonight. Heyo. This looks fantastic. My first handspun was a hot mess. This is beautiful and could actually be used. Yes, it's a multicolor mixed with bottom. It's a very thick stitch mixing front post. Okay, so that's how. Perfect. Thank you, Draka. Okay, whether or not this was a nightmare for you to create, I totally understand. It's gorgeous. I love that the trees are kind of hidden throughout it. It's just beautiful. I am curious about the end though, the edge right here. When you block it, is it going to flare out more? Is that the way that they want it to go? It's absolutely stunning. I love those asymmetrical type shawls. I just think they're really neat the way that they curve. Damn it, leftmost. Red beans and rice for dinner tonight. Great dish for a Monday. No, I'm not providing a pronunciation guide. Reed, Benz, and Ricey for dinner tonight. Sorry, I can't help myself. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, TK loves red beans and rice. Chibi, color I picked, the color for your nails that you picked on Saturday. You love it. Big twist headband. Love the flex in the yarn. And last, a new bag to carry around one of your many whips. I love this color too. It looks great on you. Blues do not always look so great on my skin tone for some reason, but I love it. It looks really, really good on you. I also love the cuff of your sweater here, by the way. This is adorable. I love this as well. You're right. Those flex, the tweed kind of vibe that it has is really great. Oh, look, it says tweed. Never mind. There's no vibe. It is tweed. It looks really great and very cozy. Your ball sack. That's pretty good. I love it. It's good. I've seen different iterations of that bag, and I always giggle. Always post the kitty pics, TK. Yes, TK. Always post. I almost said I always post the titty kits. Titty pics. KK. Always post the kitty pics, TK. Woo. Progress on my new tee in Murder Mittens, and in my finished Sinchestra pullover just needs to be blocked. Look at that cat face. It's, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I can't help it. They're just, kitties are just the eyes. It's the eyes. It's the eyes and the poofy freaking cheeks every time. They could just be little demons and I wouldn't care. I know, you guys, I'm screwed. I can't help it with words. I give up. Ooh, this is so pretty. Bubbles, I love the way that Murder Mittens is knitting up with that lace design you have going on. I hope you love it too. I always get really excited when I see Murder Mittens being used because it's kind of one of those colors that we sell out of really fast or we don't sell at all. It's strange. And then here's your Sinestra pullover. It's gorgeous. Is this a Vanessa Smith design or is it just similar to one of her designs? Because she does a lot of that lace work with like panels in the front. This is beautiful and it's going to look so good on you. Skittles Kid. First pick is my backyard and the road covered both in the snow. Beautiful. Felt that all weekend when I went out to Portland. A little scary, honestly. But it's stunning. I miss snow. The second pick is a February Stitch and Scream. You're doing a tapestry. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. This color is really cool too. You know what this color reminds me of? The way it's pulled together reminds me of one of those hidden pictures from the 90s that you're supposed to stare at before the sailboat comes out. And we all say sailboat because we all saw mall rats. But one of those pictures where you're supposed to stare at it and like a hidden picture is supposed to pop out of it. Like I can almost see something right here. It's really pretty. And then the third pick is your cherry furls hooks. Oh, they're gorgeous. Oh my God. You see, I need to get I need to get a resin hook and see if it works for me. And then I will have tried, I think all of them. Maybe. I'll check. I am a determined person. I didn't like asparagus for the first 10 years of my life. And I forced myself to keep trying it until I enjoyed it. And now it's like one of my favorite vegetables. Because it was too pretty not to like it. Goth Emo Raver. Currently winding yarn by hand while watching this show and lost puppy we found a few days ago. Been caring for, trying to find his owner. Oh my gosh, you are a brave soul. It's beautiful though. I like that it matches your pants. Oh, sweet puppy. Thank you so much for being good, decent pet citizens and watching and taking care of a lost dog instead of just ignoring said lost dog like a lot of people do. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Catastrophe. Had a long day of appointments and now I'm getting some Lucy snuggles. Oh, kitty cat snuggles are the best. Pet snuggles are the best after a long day. Look at those eyes and that little boopable nose. So good. Oh man, cats that kill me. Lady Bella. Hydropower from Hollow Taco only had time to do a petty tonight. Aquamarine for March. They look great. That's a great color. I like the sparkle in them. I have a little insulated cup thing for my to-go coffees that match this polish. I'm in love. Also have 3 others that match other Holo Taco polishes we'll share in the future. It does match. That's brilliant. Ah. Got some new merch from Good Mythical Morning, a YouTube channel that we've enjoyed for almost 6 to 7 years now. Also got this shirt and holographic sticker. We'll share those in the future as well. Everybody knows I love lesbians. That is fantastic. I like that it looks like a little motel key card too. Oh my goodness. Always share the kitties, TK. This is my little Gracie pie. This was this morning. She likes to sit on chairs and like roll around like an idiot until you pet her. She will cry until you pet her, actually. She's ridiculous. Do you guys see the little freckle on her nose? I have a freckle on my nose too, but hers is cuter. I love her so much. And here is Zuzu. This is a picture that Miss Heather took before we adopted Zuzu. You can see the crazy in her eye, but she's so pretty. She's just the sweetest little thing. They love each other. All 3 of them freaking adore each other. You guys, what a great show and tell. Like, seriously. Spot on. Amazing. Great way to start the week. I am so excited to see what you guys do this week. There's a lot of inspiration in there. A lot of great whips. I know they're only going to get better. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Remember, we will be here on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We had a request for more frogging, so I think we might frog some more of that sweater. Maybe we'll work on my blanket too. I've got that crochet blanket that I haven't worked on in a while, so that's probably on the schedule as well. Do something fantastic tomorrow. Go out and make a snowman. Go out and get some sun if you've got sun. Whatever it is, just do something for yourself and for the people you love, because I know a lot of you don't. You say you do, but you don't. It's important to take care of yourselves. Quick reminder that we will have a quick hiatus or a short hiatus in March due to the move, but it's not March yet. And also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, now's a great time to do it. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you comment on one of our February VODs, because I believe, I am still prattling. I believe Wednesday's March 1st. So we will be doing the subscriber giveaway on March 1st, this Wednesday. So make sure that you comment on a VOD and that you are a subscriber. You might just win a $30 gift card to BossKittyShop.com. Take out a what are you doing? Oh my gosh, that was Wednesday's thumbnail. You all will get to see that. It's great. No, that's terrible. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. TK is the worst. Until Wednesday, my loves, as always. Oh my gosh, happy crafting. Get out of here.